Get ready for it!
Meanwhile, as Mo Jiazing drives downtown with Muhi, his car's tire deflates. He informs Muhi about this and Muhi asks him to repair it. He tries to do so but finds it difficult, so he returns to ask for Muhi's help but sees that Muhi has left. The teacher Zhu calls them together and he motivates them. He says he couldn't imagine they could single-handedly kill 3 monsters, and the other teachers wouldn't believe it. Zhang Xiao, who says he doesn't know Mo Fan can kill a monster alone. Mo Fan says he can, but it's better they do it as a team. He says that as a team, the Earth Mage can slow down the monster while a Wind Mage can kill the monster with the wind while, if they do it together, it will be faster. He says the reason he can kill that monster by consecutive attacks is that Mu Bai has frozen the monster before. Zhao Kunsen says yes, and everyone looks at him ridiculously. Mo Fan tells Mu Bai that he is the strongest in the class, and he needs him to use his creeping ice to protect their classmates instead of attacking the monsters. Zhao Kunsen refuses. He says that he doesn't like the idea of Mo Fan underestimating Mu Bai. Angrily, Mo Fan tells Zhao Kunsen that even if the monsters don't kill him, he is going to kill him himself. Mu Bai accepts the responsibility, and Mo Fan speaks to Hu Yu. He tells her he wants her to use her wind to protect their classmate with Teacher Zhu. Yu feels she can't do it. Teacher Zhu tells her that he knows she is scared, but he has met worse wind mages than her. He encourages her, but she says if she were stronger, Zhang Yinglu wouldn't have died. Zhang Xiao, who tells her that she has to motivate herself and she is her best motivator. They prepare to move on, and they see that Zhang Xiao, who is very injured. He is bleeding, and they know that he has been injured by the one-eyed wolf crawl, and he won't stop bleeding until he dies. They need to find a hemostatic agent and heal him first, because there is no way they can continue their journey without him. They say that there is no way they can find the hemostatic agent around without encountering monsters. Teacher Zhu tells them he can't leave his student, and he remembers that there is a hemostatic agent around the school. Mo Fan offers to go and get the drugs, and the others should continue the journey. As he is about to leave, Zhang Xiao who drags him back. He says they should leave him there because he does not want to put others in danger. Mo Fan tells him that he is their only wind mage and they need him to proceed successfully. He runs to the shop to get a hemostatic agent. While Mo Fan goes to the store to find the medicine, the other students keep walking. They walk toward a place, and one of them, Wang Sanpang, with earth magic, uses his magic to search the entire surroundings so they can know if there are monsters around. They check around, and they can't find anything, so they feel rest assured. They notice the environment is silent, and the silence can also be a bad thing. Mu Bai tells them he is suspicious of the silence. He asks them to be very careful. Zhang Xiao, who also tells them that Mo Fan told him when he was at the City Hunters that when a place is silent, it may mean that there are stronger monsters there, and it was more risky for them. Mu Bai leads the students, and they keep walking. He notices that the floor is shaking, so he tells them to be more careful. They keep walking, and he checks the front to be sure they are safe. Suddenly, they hear a lot of noise, the floor starts shaking, and everywhere is scattered. When they see the monster, they are terrified. It has thorns behind it, and it is stronger than the ones they have been facing. They don't know what to do, so Mu Bai tells them to remain silent until the monster leaves there. When the monster leaves, Mu Bai tells them that it is the thorn-faced wolf, and the reason everywhere is silent is because the other small monsters have gone into hiding. He narrates that the thorn-faced wolf is a warrior-level monster, and they are in the second stage of the monster's level. They have imagined that warrior-level monsters will be greater and stronger than the other monsters, and they ask Mu Bai what the warrior level means. He explains to them that just like mages have levels, the monster also has different levels. The ones they have been facing are the slaves. The warrior level is greater than the slaves, and they would kill mages like beasts. He says that next to the warrior level is the commander level, and they are the worst. Zhang Xiao, who hopes that Mo Fan wouldn't encounter such at the pharmacy. Meanwhile, the thorn-faced wolf approach a young boy. As they are about to kill him, Liu Yuxin walks by, and she stops them. She asks the boy to run, although she knows she is also in trouble. The monsters approach her, and as she resigns to fate, a pet wolf comes carrying instruction Bai Yong, and the pet wolf scares the monsters away. Bai Yong recognizes Liu Yuxin. She appreciates him for saving her, and she asks about the situation at the mountain. He tells her the soldiers have deserted, and he is going to sky-high magic to protect a student. She knows he is going to meet Mo Fan. She decides that even if the spring water isn't with her, she should pretend it is with her so the Black Curia will leave Mo Fan. She tells him he should continue his journey and she will be fine. Meanwhile, at the store, Mo Fan breaks in. He prays that Zhang Xiao, who is still alive, and he remembers one of his conversations with Zhang Xiaohu, where he told him that he wants to continue his training and get better so he can keep up with Mo Fan when they go to the city. He really wants his friend alive, so he enters the store to find the drug. Unfortunately, he doesn't find it. He notices a hole around there, and he checks. He sees a Cyclops eating a man, and unfortunately, the Cyclops notices him. He shifts aback as the monster attacks him. During the attack, the drug he is looking for falls. He takes it and prepares to fight the monster. As the monster jumps out, he falls into the hands of the thorn-faced wolf, who takes him and eats him. Where Mo Fan hides, he realizes the reason monsters aren't really alive is because of the wolves. Then he sees a thorn-faced wolf looking at him. The students prepare to leave, but Zhao Min reminds them that Mo Fan isn't back. Mu Bai tells them Mo Fan could have been dead, and there is no way they can wait for him. He reminds them of Mo Fan's words that it's a person who is alive that can actively live, and they have to continue. Some of them refuse, and coincidentally, Mo Fan comes out. He tells them he almost died and says his journey was profitable because he got the drug. He gives it to teacher Zhu, who uses it on Zhang Xiaohu, and he recovers immediately. They continue their journey while the students and teachers of the Exodus team follow them. The teachers see the dead one-eyed wolves and also the corpse of Zhang Yinglu, and they decide that they will carry her corpse along. The students of the Pioneer team see the lights of the protective barrier from afar off. They are optimistic that they will get there, and as they walk further, they see Bai Yong's pet. Bai Yong comes to meet them, and they are glad that they have met a military officer. They tell him they are going to safety and he should lead them, but he claims he is there to meet a student and only has an issue with Mo Fan. He tells Mo Fan to give him the spring water. He says that it's better if it's with a better hand because if the Black Curia sees it, they can all die. Even teacher Zhu thinks he has their interest in mind, so he tells him to give them the water. However, Mo Fan refuses. He says since they are going to the same place, he will give it to Zhang Kong himself. At the present time, survivors enter into the protective barrier while Master Mu is taking his treatments at the clinic. He recovers, and the mages inform him that there are survivors who are being taken care of, and when things get better, they will find a good place for him and his daughter to rest. Mu Ningzhu overhears some mages talking about the students of Sky Magic Academy, and that the students are on their way and they are encountering many evil. She immediately thinks of Mo Fan and Zhang Xiaohu, and she attempts to go and save them. Her father asks her where she is going, and she tells him that there are some people that are in trouble outside the barrier, and she needs to save them. He reminds her there is code red and even experienced mages won't survive outside. She begs him that it's better to do something than stay there, but he goes to drag her back, telling her she is his only daughter, and he won't allow her to die. He instructs the mages that they shouldn't let her get out of that place, not even once. The students confront Bai Yong. Bai Yong acknowledges that Mo Fan is smart. He says Mo Fan is smarter than everyone he has met during his journey because no one knew he was the one killing them. He asks Mo Fan how he suspected him, and Mo Fan recalls that during their training, Bai Yong's wolf enters into the water and it goes berserk, and he also recalls how emotional Bai Yong was when he found out his wolf was dead. He also recalls the Lin Yuxin told him about the Spring of Rage, and he connects that the water the wolf has fallen into was the Spring of Rage. He tells Bai Yong that he has killed one of his arch-wolves before and he can kill another, but Bai Yong tells him it's more than that. Bai Yong snaps his fingers, and some black beasts come out of the soil. He has situated the black beast there in anticipation of the students. Mo Fan gets into action and tries to kill the beast, but he knows it may be difficult for him. His colleagues try to help him as the beast pins him to the floor. Zhang Xiaohu gets to action to protect Mo Fan, but one of the beasts almost attacks him. He assumes he is already dead, but to his shock, he uses her wind to protect him. He feels blood around his body, and he looks back and sees that the beast has attacked He Yu. One of his classmates helps him fight the beast off, and he goes to meet He Yu, who tells him that he is the first person she has protected with magic in her life. He begs her not to die, and he tells her she should have protected herself and not him, but she is happy he is fine. She dies on his hand. Zhu Min tells Mu Bai that they should help Mo Fan in the fight, but Mu Bai tells her that their opponent is stronger. She tells him it is better they join hands and fight him off than watch without doing anything. So they both get into action. Mo Fan is pinned down by the Archwolf, but Mo Fan activates his fire and thunder magic to fight it off. Bai Yong says he has improved, and he wishes he can keep teaching him. But since he can't, he has to give him his last lesson, which is that he shouldn't trust anyone. He tells him that because he has refused to drop the water, his colleagues are dying. Mo Fan realizes he is doing his colleagues evil. He brings the water out and asks Bai Yong if he really wants it. He opens the water and drinks it completely, telling Bai Yong that if he wants to get it, he has to fight him and kill him. Bai Yong threatens to cut his stomach open for the water. He directs his black beast to concentrate on only Mo Fan, and Mo Fan keeps using his magic to kill them. Teacher Zhu gets another idea. He figures that if Bai Yong dies, all of his pets will die, so he tries to sneak through the back so he can kill Bai Yong. Unfortunately, Bai Yong notices him coming, and he activates another black beast he has kept to protect himself. Teacher Zhu calls him a coward, saying that he had kept a protector for himself. Bai Yong says Teacher Zhu only knows the theory aspect of magic and not the practical part, so he can't kill the beast. Teacher Zhu tries to use his blinding light, but Bai Yong tells him it can't work against a cursed beast. Before the beast attacks Teacher Zhu, Mu Bai runs to Bai Yong and hits him with ice, thereby killing him. After Bai Yong dies, all his pets die with him. The students mourn the death of He Yu, their second loss in the fight. They all see the black beasts escaping and their body melting. They don't know the cause of that, so they ask Teacher Zhu, who tells them that the soul of a black beast is attached to his master, so when the master dies, he also dies. They are glad that their issue is ending, and they see that Zhang Xiao, who is still mourning He Yu's death. They go to meet him, and he looks at Mo Fan, telling him that he will ensure he becomes stronger so he can save his loved ones from dying. Suddenly, they see the team of military mages who are led by Yang Zuo. He tells them he has been looking for them, but they don't feel assured enough to trust them, especially considering what has happened to them with Bai Yong. They tell them that they have been traveling and they have met several difficulties. Yang Zuo also says he has been looking for Mo Fan. The other military mages notice the dead body of their teammate. They get into defensive action believing that the students killed their teammates. Yang Zuo stops them. He calls Mo Fan and asks him for what is happening. They narrate to him that the melting substances they can see on the floor are the bodies of black beasts, which were sent to kill them by Bai Yong, who works for the Black Curia. The members of the military mage can't believe that their teammate betrayed them, but Yang Zuo tells them where they are isn't safe, and they can have such a conversation at the protective barrier, so they should proceed to the barrier. He asks his colleagues to take along the corpse of Bai Yong and also the melted substance so they can test it at the protective barrier. When they wonder if that can be done, he tells them that it's better they do so, and they can confirm if Bai Yong really betrayed the team. They proceed to the protective barrier and successfully get there. Meanwhile, some of the military mages stationed in the city to see what is happening look at the Pterolicus at the top of the city. The Pterolicus is a commander-level monster, and it is surrounded by several low-level monsters. They wonder how the monsters have entered into the city when they didn't slacken their duties at the border, so they assume it was magic. Looking around, there is no way they can kill the Pterolicus, and the monsters are also too many for them. They decide that the only person in the team who can face the monster is Zhang Kong, so they should return and give a situation report to Zhang Kong. Before they leave, the Pterolicus sights them, and he sends fire at them, killing them immediately. At the protective barrier, Zhang Xiao, who remains in front of He Yu's corpse crying. A mage comes to call Mo Fan that Zhang Kong is seeking for him. He goes to meet Zhang Kong, and in his presence, the mage announces to Zhang Kong that they have found the melting sign on Bai Yong's chest and he has betrayed the team. Zhang Kong if Mo Fan is fine and if he isn't injured. Mo Fan admits that he is fine but says that he lost his friends. He says that he lost Zhang Yinglu, who was one of the best wind magicians that he knew, and she was courageous enough to stand in front when others couldn't. And also, He Yu, who was timid and in the presence of danger, she kept herself in line to protect his friend, and he is more disappointed that the person who had perpetrated these deaths was a member of the military mage under Zhang Kong's nose. Zhang Kong apologizes for his negligence and says he is glad Mo Fan is fine, so also the spring water, but Mo Fan tells him the spring water is not fine. He narrates that in the face of danger, he drank the water because he felt it was better if the water was inside his stomach than the water getting to the hands of the Black Curia members. Zhang Kong gets furious. He strangles Mo Fan and almost throws him out of the barrier. He asks for the water, but Mo Fan insists he has drank it. Zhang Kong calms himself down. He admits that it's better the water is gone because the water has done them more bad than good, so he is glad Mo Fan is fine, and the water is gone. He tells Mo Fan that there are still monsters in the city and people that who are hidden in houses will die soon. He says the Pterolicus is a commander level and it can't be defeated easily, but if he goes against it, he has a 50% probability that he will defeat it. But with the other low levels monsters underneath, the probability reduces to 10%. Regardless, he can't remain there and watch everyone die, so they are going. He motivates his team and they move. Reluctantly, Zhang Xiao, who covers He Yu's face, he sees the warriors traveling, and he promises himself that he will become so good that he will protect other girls like you. Meanwhile, Mu Jiazing gets to the down city. He sees several corpses, and he screams for his son. He checks the faces of the corpses, and suddenly, a monster appears to him and almost kills him. Mo Fan remains on the rooftop, and Mu Ningzhu sees him and jumps at him. She is glad that he is alive, but when her father comes there, he is disappointed that Mo Fan is alive. He claims Mo Fan left the city without protecting the citizens, but Mo Fan accuses him that the rich ones should be better. He says he brought all his colleagues, and Master Mu came alone. Mu Ningzhu begs him not to attack her father. He pushes them and goes on his own but remembers his family too. Mo Jiazing is confronted by the monsters, and luckily for him, Liu Yuxin is around the corner. She attacks the monster with her water wave and kills it. She goes to Mo Jiazing and asks him if he is Mo Fan's father. He nods, but due to his shock, he is almost dead. She begs him to wake up so they can run, but he can't get himself to stand up. She notices that 3 monsters are approaching, and she doesn't know what to do.